There's a bunch of deer. See them? Little baby deer. Little fawns over there. Just checking out this live feature on YouTube. I haven't been done as much work on YouTube. I need to work on getting more information on YouTube, building that following a little bit more. It's strange to have so much going on one place and so little going someplace else with the same information. That's how it works, though. So what I'm doing now is what I normally do live on Instagram, is feeding the fish. Hey, Frank. I'm just checking out this live YouTube feature. What you up to, man? All right, let's see if we can see what's going on in here this morning. Just hanging out with his little dude. That's cool, man. I'm just hanging out with my little fish. Now, game theory here is keep fish along the dock and around in here as much as possible, so I can fish down here and have a better chance at catching bigger fish down here. Get a better angle. I can't see very good from there. The gizzard shad are already waiting. Oop, there's a mullet. I don't know if you guys probably can't see him to get this better angle. Two mullet. No, that's not going to work with the way the sun is right there. Usually we can see right here. Maybe they'll come over here. So when I first moved here and came down here, there was no fish. Zero. You could hardly see a fish down here. And now there's fish all over here. Guess you can't see them like that. Or you can see them on the light right there. Yeah, man, the big ones are shad. There's a couple pretty big mullet in there too, but most of these fish in here are bluegill. There was some, it's funny, like the bluegill kind of hang on this side, and then over there in front of the boat, the shiner will be over there. And I haven't figured out what the difference is, other than it's like more like cleaner sand over there. But it used to look like this, just throwing the feed in, and the fish are just now sitting here. They're just looking up like, really? Come on, man. But yeah, there's gizzard shad in here. There's interesting thing too, man. The thread fins that are in here came out of from the coast. They've run up from the ocean and in here, so there's like spawning runs of shad coming in here. There's way more shad than normal lakes have because of that. But as you can see, the bluegill have learned to congregate here, and that doesn't hurt my feelings. It is like fishing an aquarium, Frank. It really is. I just got them conditioned to to come just by doing this every day, you know. But my idea is if I do this every day and I kayak fish through here, right? Because I can put in right over there, and I can put in down with my machine, especially I can get around now really well now and put in many different areas or take in and out. Because the problem you get here is it's so windy that you could, in a kayak, you're really only going to go with the wind, you know, whichever way it's going most days. Like right now, you'd have no problem. You can paddle around, do whatever. But when that wind picks up and the rain picks up, you need to be able to get out, have access points, and I have those now. So I'm thinking, you know, if I do some kayak trips and I give buckets, you know. If you came kayak fishing with me, everybody gets a bucket of feed and we go. And instead of just feeding right here, now we feed this entire bank, whichever direction that we go. What we'll start getting then is a pot. This will translate to the kayak. We'll start getting a positive reaction to the boat instead of a positive reaction to me walking out here on the dock. Just something to think about if you guys are, well, something for you to think about, Frank, since you're the only one here. But, ooh, some activity out there. It's funny, I can see this angle really well, but the phone can't see this angle very well. I'm gonna go back over here and get this other angle. Yeah, no, I'm scary. So we got some big gizzard shad right there. I'd say they're probably 12 or 14 inches, maybe some of them a little bigger than that. That one might be 14 inches, big old gizzard shads. They're river shad, and then the shad coming up, like I was talking about the thread fins coming up in here, they're river shad as well. So I guess what I mean by river shad are like, you know, fish that can live out in salt water and then come up into the river to spawn. These, you know, thread fins will go out to the coast, come back up and spawn in rivers like, man, look at it all coming out. All right, Frank's writing in. He's quite a ways upstream from Lake St. Clair and things. We had a huge gizzard shad run one year, yeah. Man, I didn't even know they made a polarizing filter attachment for a phone, Frank. I'm just going to send me off onto a Google search, because that is excellent. That's exactly what I need here. These videos would be a little bit better. I've caught a few out there, right out there on the other side of those pads with jerk baits. Florida fish are real finicky. I can only get them on a couple of different baits. You end up just throwing the same few baits all day long and kind of hoping you get one. Hey, we got 3 folks on here now. Hey, what's up, everyone? 3 whole people. We're just feeding the fish. Me and Frank are talking about, I don't know, things. Let me see if I can work this. Switch it around. There we go. Oh, I see what you're saying, Frank. Yeah, I know, man. I need one too. They got polarizing filters for everything else. I don't know why they wouldn't. I think this is going to work. I think, like I said, if I'm consistent with my feeding program and concentrating fish along this bank, I'm trying to, it'll be good to what'll happen this fall is they pull this whole lake down. It's about 10,000 acres. and it gets drained down to the river channel. And this is pretty much like a big river anyway. There's a significant amount of current all the time headed that way. So when the water's down, it helps adjust fish population out. It helps control the weeds that are, can be issues and stuff like that. But when that water's down, man, that's crowded all these giant bass into a little channel. I'm gonna be fishing every day, and a kayak will be perfect for down here. And of course, I got the mud boat too to get in and out. But if you're ever this winter, October through I think around February, if you're in Florida, you might want to think about fishing around here. The lake will be pulled down. A couple more right ends. That's a good one, Frank. Well, I was just checking out this feature and seeing how it works, seeing where it goes, and I don't know. Like I said, I need to fool around with YouTube a bit more. People make more money with it, so like I said, I don't know why this content doesn't translate over onto YouTube quite as well, but I'll just keep working at it. It's probably me being inconsistent more than the content itself. But thanks for tuning in, and I'm just gonna go over to Instagram and go live over there now if you guys want to go over there. But thank you.